Hey, what's up? So, I want to show you something really cool. So, I'm sitting in front of my computer right now. I have a school group, and I cannot for the life of me think about what to post in my group today. Like, my mind is just like all over the place. Now, I have tons of really good content. And I have workshops I've done on Loom and Zoom videos. I have a course that I did. And I'm like, what do I post on? Part of it is just the enormous amount of information that I have in my head and being able to choose what to post about. So that's my big problem right now. I'm going to show you how I create almost an unlimited amount of content in just a few minutes that sounds like me and that follows formats of content that has done really well. I'm in Virolo right now. It's like the Mercedes Benz of GPT and AI because it gives you so much control over what you can put in as inputs, and it gives you a visual whiteboard flow of creating content, and it gives you like superpowers when it comes to AI. I'm going to open up a new chat. Now with Virolo, you can add in a bunch of inputs. You can upload a social link, you can upload a website, a Google Drive, any documents and images. Virolo will look at your documents and images and actually look at the visuals and tell you what works about specific visuals. I can add sticky notes, I can make voice notes, and I can make little groups. I'm just going to go into one of my workshops that I did. I call the Pent Up Demand Workshop, and it's an hour long and it's got tons of content in there. And what I want to do is I just want to turn those into little posts. I can create videos out of this, short little reels. But what I'm going to do is do some text posts. I just copied the transcript. Now we are actually adding a Loom integration. So eventually you'll just be able to go into Virolo and just paste your Loom link and it'll transcribe it and add it as a source. But here I'm just going to create a note. I'm going to call this the hit. Okay. I'm going to go to LinkedIn. I'm going to find a post that I actually really like, or that one that follows my style, or that just got a lot of shares. So here's what I found. And I like this post because it's very actionable. So it actually describes something, how to get a really specific result. And that's the kind of content that I like. So I am just going to copy this and just paste the link in here. And it's going to process the link. It's going to transcribe it. And I can change this to LinkedIn. And then I'm going to take some of the content that I've already written and I want to add it as an input so I can tell the AI I want it to write in this specific style. So I just went into my Google Drive. I found a few posts that I've done in the past that have done really well, and I'm going to put them right here. Here's what we have. We have my whole entire workshop with tons and tons of stuff in it. I have a framework of a LinkedIn post that I want to copy that's done really well. And then I have my voice, Aaron. I'm going to call this Aaron Voice, okay? So I'm just going to paste this here. It basically says I've attached 3 pieces of content, a writing style, and a viral LinkedIn post. And what I want you to do first is come up with topics that I can use to create content for school or Facebook, okay? And then what Virolo is going to do is it's only going to use these 3 inputs as sources, okay? So it's going through my entire workshop. It's going to find topics that I can talk about, and then it's going to give me a list of topics. And as you can see, we're not so concerned about speed with Virolo, in that we're not being purposely slow on possible, but it's taking its time because it wants to generate something really quality, right? So it's actually going through everything, it's processing it, and so it takes a little bit, but the output is really good. So here's what it said. I've reviewed your pent-up demand workshop, and here are content topics broken down by theme. So challenging the old way of building a SaaS, the lifetime ladder method, how to find the perfect micro SaaS idea. Look at all these content ideas from. And so I actually like this one here. So why validate before you build is broken advice if you do it wrong. I can copy this and I can create a new note. So this is a new note with all the content ideas. Now I can go in and create another chat here, and then I can connect these sources to that chat. And now I can say, hey, write me an article or write me a LinkedIn post or social post on this topic. Here is the output. Okay, So based on the LinkedIn framework and your distinct writing style, here is a draft. Validate before you build is mostly terrible advice. It sends downers down a rabbit hole of, and this is just taking from the LinkedIn post, customer interviews, and then it gives a list of everything. I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to drop it into my Notion, and boom, here is my post. And as you can see, it doesn't sound like AI. It writes in my voice. AI would never say something like my loving suggestion, but that's what I would say. That's what's so cool about this. All right, and you can do this with any content. If you wanted to take a YouTube video, you just drop in the YouTube video. For example, this one here, give me 36 minutes and I'll teach you how to find a $1 million SaaS idea. I'm just going to copy this, go back into Virolo. I'm going to remove this pent up demand workshop as a source. Okay. And then I'm going to put the YouTube video right here. And as you can see, it's transcribing the whole video. And then I'm going to say, please give me a summary of this video. So it gives me a summary of the entire video. It gives me all of the frameworks. And so what I can do now, please extract some topics that I can create for my own group based on this video. And here we have the same thing. We have it organized in the categories and all of this content ideas that I can pull just from this video. Now let me create a post about number 2. All right, and let's see what it comes back with. And here it is. Your brilliant SaaS idea is probably worthless, and I don't know, I may change that a little bit. And you have my everything in my voice one more time, and I can take this and I can copy it and I can use it for my own content. So that is how you take long form content and create it really quickly. Okay, so now let's say I have this new post that I just created, and now I want to turn it into an Instagram reel, or I want to repurpose it as a video for Facebook or Instagram or whatever, right? So now I need to think about, what is the format do I put it in? What is the hook going to be? What visual elements do I need? What is the script going to be? And usually that would just totally overwhelm me. So with Virolo, it's super easy. So all we're going to do is we're going to go find a couple of videos. So this is one. It's a video on how to create a really good Instagram video. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to copy it and go back to Virolo, and I'm going to paste it here. And it's going to take the Instagram video, it's going to transcribe it, and Virolo is going to look at all of the visuals too to see what makes this video work really well. I'm going to turn this to Insta video guidelines, right? That's just going to tell Virolo, hey, these are the guidelines that I want you to follow, right? Then I found this video here, which has got 340,000 views. And so obviously I like this format, and I want to create a video that follows this hook and format and flow. I'm going to copy that video right here, and I'm going to change this to video format. And now I need my post from before. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to pull this, detach it from here. So this is that post that I created earlier, and it's a text post, right, for LinkedIn or for school or whatever. And I want to turn this into a video. So now I'm going to connect all of these together. I'm going to start a new chat. I'm going to connect all of these in, and then I'm going to give it a prompt. And this prompt says, I've attached 3 inputs, and I explain what each one is. And then I say, I want you to take my content, and I want you to format in the format of the viral post. I want you to follow the guidelines from the Insta Reel and create a script, text, and visuals I can post on my Instagram using the Sacred Cow source material. So it'll take a few seconds here for that to pull up. And let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see the total output. Okay, and you can see it has their length. It gives me some music suggestions, and it's got the script, visuals, and on-screen text, okay? And it gives me the whole thing, right? It even comes with the caption. So this is the exact caption, and it even gives me some hashtags, okay? And this is a great little video. So all I need to do is record this and record the visuals. And I can edit these or change these however I want. And I'm going to copy this, put it over here, and then I'll actually just post this. I'll just drag it into my Notion board. Now, what's really cool is you can take this Sacred Cow script, the post, and then I could attach a few other types of videos. So let's say I find another video that I like that's like a viral video format. I can disconnect this and I can say, all right, great, now create another script based on this video. And it just saves me so much time. And within a few minutes, it's already been 15 minutes and I've been a little bit slow. I have maybe 7 or 10 different content ideas. This is about 10 different ideas. I can position them in maybe 4 or 5 different ways based on the type of viral post I want to create. I can take another one that follows another format, and that gives me what? If this is like 9 pieces of content times 4, so that's 36 different types of content that I can create, and I can do it all in Virolo. Hopefully this is helpful for you, and you can see how incredibly amazing and easy it is to create a full content library. And then as your canvas grows and grows, you can connect different things together and create tons of content based on either your material or someone else's material. All right, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. Thanks.